your blessings over them, over their lives and their future studies. Protect them, inspire them, and keep them focused in their calling to heal and to serve others. May the lessons they have learned here remain a strong foundation for their medical and healthcare journey. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Please have a seat.
Please remain standing as we invite one of our 2025 interns with a pan-instrumental of the national anthem. You may be seated. Allow me to recognize Assembly Member Dr. Faith Brebner, Deputy Chief Secretary with responsibility for the Division of Health and Wellness, members of the Board of Directors, Tobago Regional Health Authority, Mrs. Michelle Edwards-Benjamin, Acting Chief Executive Officer, Executive Managers and Managers of the TRHA, members of staff of the TRHA and the Division of Wellness, members of the 2026 TRHA Internship Committee, facilitators of the TRHA Internship Program, interns of the 2026 TRHA Student Program, other specially invited guests, members of the media. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this closing ceremony of the Tobago Regional Health Authority Internship Program being held under the inspiring theme, The Next Gen Provider, Leading with Purpose and Innovation. Today is more than a closing. It is a celebration of growth, potential, purpose, and possibility. Over the course of this program, our interns have had the opportunity to move beyond the classroom and gain valuable exposure to the realities of healthcare delivery. They have learned, contributed, asked questions, developed new skills, and most importantly, begun to understand what it truly means to be a healthcare professional. The team, the Next Gen Provider, Leading with Purpose and Innovation, reminds us that the future of healthcare is not simply about having the right qualifications. It is about having the vision to innovate, the courage to lead, the compassion to serve, and the purpose to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. To our interns, today marks the end of one chapter, but also the beginning of another. The experiences you have gained here are stepping stones to the professionals you will become and the impact you will make. As we celebrate their achievements, we also acknowledge the mentors, supervisors, facilitators, staff, and families who supported them along the way. Your investment in the next generation is an investment in the future of healthcare in Tobago. I am Ayana Phillips, Manager Corporate Communications, Tobago Regional Health Authority, and it is my honor to serve you again in this space as your Master of Ceremonies for another year. So as we celebrate the Next Gen Providers, let us celebrate not only where these young professionals are today, but where their purpose, passion, and innovation can make them tomorrow. We now invite Mrs. Michelle Edwards-Benjamin, Acting Chief Executive Officer of the TRHA, to bring remarks.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips, and for that introduction, and thank you very much for going through the protocol list so that I don't have to do it again. If I had to do it, then that would have been the longest part of my speech. So good morning, everyone, and welcome. My duty here is to bring remarks and to welcome you. So for the past 8 weeks, or 8 weeks ago, we welcomed a group of young people into the Tobago Regional Health Authority, ready to learn, gain experience, and I'm sure some of you were just here to find out exactly what you signed up for. Today, we have the pleasure of welcoming you back, not as the same interns who started 8 weeks ago, but as young people who have grown, who have contributed, and hopefully who have learned quite a bit along the way. You, our interns, were placed across the authority, getting a first-hand look at the many moving parts that keep the TRHA going. I also had the opportunity to interact with quite a few of you here at the head office, and from time to time. It was always refreshing to see the different personalities, the energy and the enthusiasm you brought into our space. Throughout the program, we wanted to ensure that your experience went beyond your daily assignments and give you something valuable to take with you long after you would have left the TRHA. Under the theme, the Next Gen Service Provider, Leading with Purpose and Innovation, you participated in sessions on leadership and management, resume writing, interviewing skills, sexual health and well-being, stress management, and quality service, just to name a few. But most importantly, we were given the distinct privilege of interacting with you and hearing from you. Through your presentations and TikTok videos, which I hope we have the opportunity to see today, you shared your own ideas for improving the way we deliver service to the people of Tobago. To us, this is one of the most valuable parts of this program. And I want to assure you that you have been heard. In your unique way, you reminded us that innovation does not always have to be big and complicated. Sometimes it begins with a fresh perspective and the courage to ask, how can I do this better? As some of you return to school, as some of you begin your tertiary level studies, or take your first steps into the world of work, I encourage you to carry that mindset with you. How can I do this better? Lead with purpose. Be willing to innovate. Treat people well. Treat people well. And never underestimate your ability to make a difference, regardless of the role that you may go on to occupy. Great opportunities come once in a lifetime, but small opportunities surround you every day. Usually, it is through the consistently recognizing and acting on the small opportunities that you eventually arrive at greatness. This is called the compound effect. Today, we celebrate more than the completion of an 8-week internship. We celebrate your growth, your contributions, and most importantly, the potential we see in each of you. I also want to take the time to recognize and to congratulate our staff, our internship are excited when it's time for the interns. Thing here would want me especially to thank the kitchen staff. So I want to thank the kitchen staff. On behalf of the board, the executive management team, and the entire Tobago Regional Health Authority family, I want to say congratulations to you, our interns of 2026. I want to say that we are proud of you, and we are proud to have been part of your journey. Do not forget us when you arrive at greatness. And we hope that the TRHA has become a small but meaningful part of you as well. Congratulations, and do enjoy the rest of the celebration.
Thank you, Mrs. Benjamin. Can we give her another round of applause? We now invite Ms. Alana Allen, Board Director, to bring greetings from the Board of Directors.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I stand on the protocol already established. So before I go any further, testing, you hearing me? All right, I have a very powerful voice, so I don't want to project too much. So before I go any further, I want each and every one of our interns, I want you to look at each other and I want you to say, I am one of 50. Let's try that again. I am one of 50. Thank you. And it's so amazing because when we first introduced the internship this year, we had hundreds of applicants. And you guys, we chose you. We chose you, and you guys are one of our 50 interns for this year. And I just want you to know that this was not done by luck. This was no small feat. And you should really carry that with pride. So I want you guys to take a moment and give yourself a round of applause. Now, at the TRHA, we don't see this internship program as something being insignificant. It is really one of the markers of our annual calendar, right? And it's not just a formality. We see it as an investment in you, in Tobago's future, and in the kind of healthcare system we want to build. And today I'm going to really stress on that word, build, right? That is why this program is not just putting you within the workplace, right? You've had the opportunity to work alongside our teams. You've gotten hands-on experiences. You actually got a preview of our real-life operations. And through the training, you learned about entrepreneurship, you learned about leadership, you learned about how to carry yourselves, how to present, how to walk into a room. And actually, guys, these are skills that would go way past this internship, and it would actually last you for a lifetime. This year's team, we would have actually positioned deliberately. There is a whole lot going on. There is rapid change. And for institutions, the change happens and we're behind, or we have the opportunity to use is how do we harness these tools to make us work faster, smarter, and deliver a better health. One answer. When I look across this room, it's not just 2, 3, we have you different. You didn't just observe us from the outside. You saw our systems. You saw our processes, right? The institution, the things that keep us running day after day after day. And that is not something, unfortunately, it changes the way that you think about problems, and it changes the way that you view the world. And what we want are persons who, one time who told me, To whom much is given, appears and these doors into the world. I don't want you to leave what you've learned here behind, but rather we want you to help us in the building process. Tobago isn't short on people. I don't believe that. What we're short on is people who are willing to build. We want people who want to change the world, change makers, innovators, value creators, problem solvers. We want to harness ideas and use those ideas to help to develop these beautiful islands that we have. And it's something that you don't just have to do on your own, but I also want to encourage you to harness the spirit of collaboration. Collaboration can take us further. When I looked at the videos today and I saw you guys interacting and working together, that's what we want. We want you to walk out these doors, not just to develop yourselves, but to come back and to help us build. There is a space for you here in the TRHA. We are always on the lookout for persons who are willing to help transform the healthcare system here in Tobago. And as you leave these doors, you go out into the world, please do not forget where you came from. And as you gain your experiences, your real life, you learn from the different challenges, please come back. And again, I'm going to ask you to come back and to help us build, right? We need you. We are depending on you. And the Tobago that we want to see, the Tobago that we want to develop to the next level, it doesn't come from us looking on at each other, but rather working together to help build a better future. So as you go out into the world, I want to wish you all the best. On behalf of the board of directors of the TRHA, we, year in, year out, it's a no-brainer in terms of, investing in this program because we know the advantages that it can yield for us. So as you go further, thank you so much for participating. I want to say a special thank you to our team, rather. There are people who work behind the scenes that go unnoticed that we don't pay attention to or we take for granted. And when I walked through the door today, I saw so many familiar faces, Ms. Ramber and Andrew and the team, Ayana. And these persons have been with this internship from inception. Every year they volunteer to come forward and to ensure that you guys have not just the best experience, but a quality experience. So thank you so very much. I wish you all the best in your journey going forward. And to close, I want to say, don't forget us and always come back to help us to build. Thank you so much.
Let's give Director Allen, who has been instrumental in this internship program for the past 4 years, another round of applause. Join me in welcoming to the podium Assembly Member Dr. Faith Brebner to give us our feature address.
Like that, coming on my life like singing out the grass. One with your fitness in the right body. One with your fitness in the right body. Let me talk with a friend, I me like it like that. Coming on my life like singing out the grass. One with your fitness in the right body.
Well, I don't have time to beef. Lucky for you, my friend. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't cast in a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people, this good people. We only want.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Allow me to also stand on the established protocols. Allow me to say thank you very much
Ayana and Ralph for that, because you all probably recognize that I am struggling this morning. I just came into the country off of a 5 a.m. flight from Barbados, and yes, I am here because I had to bully people in the airport in Trinidad to ensure that I got to Tobago in time. Apologies for not being here at 9. Allow me to recognize two sets of interns, though, those who are working with the TRHA, but allow me to also recognize Simeon. Morning. Simeon is a student at the Technical Vocational Center at the Division of Health. Well, it's now the Division of Community Development and Social Protection, and he has been working very closely with Ralph to do DJing and MCing and so forth. So going to give him a round of applause, please. And to the rest of you, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. It feels like it was 8 weeks ago, seems like a long time. I feel like I was literally just standing here before you at the beginning of the program. And I want you to remember a couple of the things that I told you then. As a matter of fact, I'm going to repeat all of the things that I told you 8 weeks ago. One of the first things I told you, which I think it was Director Alana, spoke about the fact that there were over 500 of you who applied, right? And somehow, the 50 of you who made it into the program are the 50 of you who made it into the program. I told you then that you needed to be grateful for the opportunity. Today, I am not going to ask you if you're grateful for the opportunity, though. I'm going to ask you something that is way more important. I'm going to ask you, what all you do with the opportunity? All you waste your time? All you waste all your time? All you waste the money that the board put towards this internship? Did you? Because being chosen was really only the beginning of this process. As we close the chapter today, I want to leave 3 things with you, and I'm going to test you on these 3 things. So start writing them down. The first thing is, part of you being here was to learn yourself a little better. What was it? Learn yourself a little better. Say it again. Learn yourself a little better. When we met at the orientation, I encouraged you to use this internship to discover what we do at the Tobago Regional Health Authority. But I also told you to pay attention to something we usually don't speak about often, which is to discover what you do not want to do. And there is nothing wrong with that. At your age, people are constantly asking, what do you want to become? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do? What is your career goals and so forth? But sometimes, at this age, you honestly just don't know. And that's okay, because experiences like this one helps you to determine what you want to do and what you do not want to do. Perhaps the 8 weeks that we were here taught you that you wanted to be part of an environment like this. Maybe you helped to discover that you liked working with people, or you don't like people at all, that you loved solving problems, or you really just want somebody to give you an instruction for you to follow, that you love analyzing information, or you just want somebody put up a picture for you to watch. You loved working with technology, or you're working with your Me Too. Or you even know what a Me Too is? And that's all you need. Or that you love being in a clinical environment working with people who may be sick, or you were like me and learned that you were not meant for clinical work because your belly does do a kind of thing when you see blood. Yeah? Perhaps this told you, After today, I don't want to see none of all you in the TRHA ever again. And that's fine, because that kind of information is what you need to do to learn yourself a little better. Know what excites you, know what you're good at, know what you need to improve on, and know what begins, and know what you need to do to get to the career that you really, really want. So what was the first thing? Know yourself a little better. The second thing I want to talk about is, and I said it to you back then, your response reveals your character. What do I mean by that? But I want you to say it with me. Your response reveals your character. Say it. Your response reveals your character. Say it again. Your response reveals your character. That is something that I told you at the beginning. I want you to be careful about how you respond because you are being tested continuously. I hope you understood what I meant. The test was not an examination. The test was what happened when somebody gave you a task, for example, that you didn't particularly want to do. What happened when someone corrected you? What happened when you were tired, like I am right now? That's why I told him, well, give me that coffee or I can't stand up this morning. What happens? Were you punctual? Did you show initiative? Can someone trust you to complete something without consistently being behind you, nagging you, do this, do this, do this, do this? And importantly, how do you treat people who have nothing over you, who owe you nothing, who can do nothing for you? Those things tell us about your character. So when you leave, you're going to leave with a nice little certificate, you're going to leave with whatever is in those bags, and I continually think about how much money we give in the TRHA to afford the things that does go into those bags. And you are going to leave with not just that line on your CV, that is a really good line. TRHA internship. I mean, it is a prestigious line. It's going to get you places because this is the best internship on the island. But more important than that, you are leaving with a reputation. Because see these folks in the front, those who are working TRHA, those who interacted with you, those who were your mentors in whatever department you were in, they now know your name. They now know your work ethic. They also know whether your attitude stinks. And they may be the one, when you apply to the same TRHA in a year, 3 years, 5 years, would remember, nah boy, she CV look good, eh? Or he CV look good, eh? But nah boy, I don't want he nowhere next to me. Because Tobago is small. Tobago is very small. But the professional world is even smaller. And you now need to think about the person who you stoop your teeth at when they was trying to tell you something to your benefit. That person may be the same person when you walk through the doors of an interview panel. That is the person that is sitting right there with you. So, protect your reputation. What was the second thing? Simeon coming to help me. Thank you. Exactly. So the third thing has to do with the theme of the internship and the theme of the graduation. It has to do with becoming a next-gen provider. The theme specifically says, the next gen provider leading with purpose and innovation. Now, I want you to understand that a provider does not necessarily mean that you are a doctor or a nurse or anyone else in the clinical field. It means that you could be an accountant, that you could be in HR, that you could be in IT, that you could be in communications, that you could be a data analyst, and you could be any of those other things, because those are the professions that come together to create this thing known as the Tobago Regional Health Authority. Whatever path you choose, you can contribute by being a provider. But being a next generation provider does not simply mean that you are younger than me. No. It means that you must be prepared to think differently about everything. You are entering, as was said before, a healthcare system that is transformed by technology, artificial intelligence, digital health, access to information. So I told you I just came from Barbados. And one of the things that slapped me in the face when I came, when I saw what they were doing, is that they have actually been using a health information system since 2014. We are now thinking about expanding what we are doing. We are decades behind the rest of the world, and sometimes I just think it's okay to be decades behind the North, the America and the Canada and the Europe. But it slapped me in the face when I recognized we were decades behind our Caribbean brothers and sisters. And we need you to help us to think differently so that we can catch up. Do not be afraid to ask for that change. You need to learn, but you need to also ask questions, ask challenging questions. If you recognize that something takes 10 steps and you think through that it could take 5 and you could still get to the same outcome, ask, why are we doing this with 10 steps? We can't do it with 5? And then show how we could possibly do it with 5. Help us to think about these things a little differently. And of course, innovation does not mean creating something brand new. It is just a way of us thinking differently. And having the courage to question when things are happening in a way that leaves us behind. So what are the 3 things? What's the first? Huh? Learn yourself a little better. What was the second? Your response reveals your character. And what was the third? Be a next-gen provider. Very good. So as you leave this internship, the best internship in Tobago, dare I say the best internship in Trinidad and Tobago, I am almost tempted to say the best internship in the region. Yeah? More than 500 of you wanted the opportunity that you received. 50 of you walked through those doors. And today, you are now a little bit more mature, a little bit more confident, a little clearer about what you want, a whole lot clearer about what you don't want, and certainly more aware of the way you show up matters. So when you have TRHA Internship 2026 on your CV, be thankful, be appreciative, but ensure that it means something. Ensure that it means something. Opportunities will continue to open the door for you. Your attitude will determine whether you gain entry, and what you do next is entirely up to you. As the Deputy Chief Secretary with responsibility for health and wellness, we are tasked with making Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. And you doing what you do, if you all learned the lessons that you were supposed to learn over the last 8 weeks, you are helping us make Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. Let me thank profusely the staff of the TRHA who continue to give their time and effort to participate and to mentor and to be involved in this internship program. Interns, you all don't know, but they're not paid for this, and they still have to do their regular work. They still have to do their regular work in addition to doing everything they did with you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And together we will make Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. I thank you.
I think we could give Secretary Brebner a bit more energy in that. We now welcome one of our 2024 interns, Ms. Sydney Dicotto, with introductions, reflections from cohort 2026.
Good morning. Okay. The theme for the Student Internship 2026 is the Next Gen Service Provider, Leading with Purpose and Innovation. The next generation of service providers must be capable of leading healthcare environments where every patient is respected, every colleague has an opportunity to contribute, and innovation is driven by understanding the diverse needs of the people we serve. To share reflection on the 2026 student internship experience, we have Azaria, Azariel, and Siobhan. El tema de la pasantía de estudiantes 2026 es la generación de mañana, profesionales de servicio liderando con propósito e innovación. La siguiente generación de profesionales de servicio debe ser capaz de liderar con los entornos sanitarios en los que cada paciente es respetado, cada colega tiene una oportunidad de contribuir y innovación se conduce por la comprensión de las diversas necesidades de las personas a las que servimos. Para compartir la reflexión sobre la experiencia de la pasantía de estudiantes 2026, les presento a ustedes a Saria, Azariel y Shebon.
Good morning. We start on the already established protocols.
Oh, you do not. But he finished begin.
My name is Azariah George.
My name is Siobhan Sandy. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to stand before you as we celebrate the successful conclusion of the Tobago Regional Health Authority 2026 Summer Internship Program. Over the past 2 months, we have shared valuable experience, learned new skills, built meaningful friendships, and created memories that will remain with us for years to come.
Each of us entered this program with different dreams, different academic backgrounds, and different expectations. Yet we leave united by one experience that has shaped us in ways we could have never imagined. Yeah. For me personally, I first heard about this program from a former cohort member, Ms. Laura, an anesthetist. What I did not know was that this program would teach me lessons far beyond medicine, especially being placed in the Environmental Services Department, working under Mr. Anderson McPhee and Ms. Jessica McEwen.
Of the biomedical unit, where I gained a better appreciation for me to get the opportunity to work with them and learn. My name is Azariel George, the better twin, and all there was. Doing properly and safely. Without reliable equipment, healthcare has skilled persons working quietly in the background to support service delivery. Like many people, we believe that hospitals revolve
Remember when some members enter this program nervous about public speaking? I nervous myself, but while others were more confident. Yet over time, we watched those same individuals find their voices because this cohort believed in lifting each other up, as seen during one of our first Friday sessions, where members of the committee and cohort stood behind the young lady, showing full support. That spirit of encouragement is something we will carry with us long after today.
Remember our heated rivalry during the debate?
It wasn't really a rivalry because my team win, but all right.
That is what he think. We know that my group 5, of course. That is one of the things I will always remember about this cohort, our healthy competitiveness. We constantly challenge one another to become better, not out of rivalry, but because we wanted to see everyone succeed. Those memories of laughter, teamwork, support, and shared determination have become some of the most meaningful memories I have created together. This is not the end, it is simply the beginning of another chapter.
May each of us continue striving for excellence, embracing opportunities, serving others with compassion, and leading with integrity wherever
life takes us.
Before we conclude, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the many individuals whose vision, dedication, and commitment made this incredible experience possible.
To the Secretary of Health, thank you for your continued support of initiatives that invest in the development of young people and future healthcare.
To the executive members, thank you for your leadership and for providing opportunities that allow students to gain meaningful exposure within the healthcare environment.
To the Board of Directors, thank you for your guidance and commitment to ensuring that programs like this continue to empower future professionals.
To all of our facilitators, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Sharing your knowledge, wisdom, patience, and experience. Your guidance has challenged us to think differently and inspired us to become better versions of ourselves.
Jeez, it's hard work. Yep, boy. I got it. Take it up. Oh, thanks. To the Student Internship Committee, words cannot fully express our appreciation. Thank you for the countless hours spent planning, coordinating, organizing, mentoring, and ensuring that every aspect of this program ran smoothly. Your dedication did not go unnoticed, and we are truly grateful.
To every member of staff of the Tobago Regional Health Authority, thank you for welcoming us into your departments, answering our endless questions, mentoring us, and making us feel like valued members of your teams. The kindness and professionalism you demonstrated have left a lasting impression on each of us. And finally, to my fellow interns, thank you for your friendship, your support, your encouragement, and your willingness to learn together. Each one of you has contributed to making this journey unforgettable.
As we go our separate ways, may we never forget the lessons we have learned, the relationships we have built, and the memories we have created together. Let us embrace our theme and become the next gen providers by leading with purpose and innovation. Let me snap it in with that shot. Now have a rendition of a soca by the twins. They should do a song. You should cheer them on. Song.
The twins, Internship 2026. Let's give them a round of applause. We now head straight into the presentation of awards and tokens. We invite Mrs. Michelle Edwards Benjamin.
As we come to this special part of the TRHA Student Internship Program 2026, we take a moment to not only celebrate the achievements, but growth, creativity, teamwork, leadership, and the incredible potential of our young people. Over the past 8 weeks, from June the 26th to August the 20th, our students have had the opportunity to learn, experience, contribute, and discover more about the world of healthcare. Working in groups, they were challenged to step outside of the classroom and apply their creativity, knowledge, teamwork, and problem-solving skills to 2 exciting program assignments.
The first was the TRHA Next Gen Jingle Challenge, where students were tasked with creating an original, catchy, TikTok-style jingle that reflected the values of TRH's student internship program while inspiring others to become the next generation of healthcare leaders. The second was the TRHA Next Gen Think Tank Innovative Challenge, which encouraged our interns to think creatively, identify opportunities, develop innovative ideas, and demonstrate how young minds can contribute to the future of healthcare.
So as we begin our awards, let us celebrate the achievements of our 2026 interns and the future healthcare leaders they are becoming. So we now turn to the screen and we look at our top 3 jingle challenge.
We are more than interns. We are the next generation of healthcare providers, young professionals, and dynamic leaders.
Behind every decision, every plan, and every policy, professionalism and teamwork helps to make healthcare.
Innovation starts with ideas, and every opportunity to learn prepares us to make a difference.
At the hospital, compassion meets action because every patient needs quality care with excellence.
Leadership starts with one service, one person, one family, all at a given time.
1 minute, 1 beat,
one message.
Inspiring
the future of healthcare.
Together we are the next gen providers, leading with purpose and innovation.
TRHA, best service, best healthcare. We are the best now. We are the best now. TRHA.
Healthy minds, healthy lives, TRHA is where hope thrives. Learning today so tomorrow we lead. Serving our people where they're in need. Don't forget the love and innovation. Over 500 applications, young people from country straight to town. Try getting the best program around so young people don't miss out. Leaders like Miss Ram here to help us out. The next generation in good hands. We living with purpose and a plan. Can you tell the young people come? Tell them come along. Can you tell the young people come? Tell them come along. Can you tell me what's going on? Tell them come along.
1 minute, 1 beat, 1 message. Inspire the future.
Over 500 applications, young people from country straight to town. Try getting the best program around so young people don't miss out. Leaders like Miss Ram here to help us out. The next generation in good hands. We living with purpose and a plan. Can you tell the young people come? Tell
So unfortunately, we are experiencing some technical difficulties, and the other video will be shown as soon as we can. So I will now announce the third place winner for the Jingle Challenge, and this award goes to Ben 10. We'd like you to come up to receive your award, please. There's Benton.
O'clock in the morning, hospital I calling, cause my chest hurting. TRA to the ones, I thought that I was done, I thought that I was gone, but when I hear the scene is TRH intervene, now I am my last breath, heading up to TRH, pull out the trolley and the wheelchair, call out the doctor cause I am here, now I am my last breath, see the nurse from coming to me, to ensure that I am healthy and to help me with my recovery, I need to go up there to get best care, I tell them carry me, treatment, good up, don't try to stop me, I'm heading up to TRH, I wanna go up there, 1 beat, 1 minute, I wanna go up there, 1 beat, 1 message, I wanna go up there, inspire the future of healthcare.
Why end up here? Feeling better, boy. I play some game,
Next Gen providers, leading with purpose and innovation.
Not so far back, right here.
Okay, so on behalf of the Tobago Regional Health Authority, I do want to let you know that we admire your creativity. That was what not to do on a wheelchair. Okay, but we do enjoy your energy and the vibes that you brought to your jingle. Congratulations.
I don't want to go ahead while they're doing that, but they're clapping. I'm not going to Round of applause for third place, Benton. I now announce second place goes to Beauty and Brains. We'll welcome you to come up for your award.
This envelope is heavy.
You understand why they are called Beauty and Brains, right? Very right. Beauty and Brains. Congratulations. I love the song that you selected. Somebody has to come and do that recording for us. I'm speaking on behalf of the comms department now. And we thank you for your contribution and your energy, and definitely you all were not limited by the fact that there were no males in your group, but you made it count. Congratulations.
Round of applause for Beauty and Brains. And that can only mean that our best overall Jingle Challenge Award goes to none other than Stardust.
Oh, okay. Come this way, Stardust. Come. You all came first. You're not supposed to be afraid to shine. You are Stardust, right? Of course. So congratulations. I see where the energy comes from. You all did an excellent job, and I hope that what you would have portrayed is what you are willing to also give back to the public wherever you are placed. So congratulations and well done, Stardust.
A round of applause for Stardust, guys.
Thank you, Mrs. Benjamin.
Thank you, Mrs. Benjamin.
We now invite Secretary Dr. Brebner to the podium to present the prizes for the Innovation Challenge. Janelle?
Yeah. Now we recognize the teams and individuals whose ideas and presentations stood out and demonstrated the innovative spirit we hope to see in the next generation of healthcare leaders.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Best Presentation Award goes to Beauty and Brains with their presentation, Project Heart. So we move on. So we move on to the most innovative idea, and this award goes to Team MEB with their presentation, Live Well. We now award our People's Choice Award, and this award goes to none other than Team Shaky with their presentation, Kiosk. Year's Student Internship 2026 goes to none other than Team MEB with their presentation, Live Well. So if we turn our eyes to the screen, we will see that presentation that was done by Team MEB. So let's hear it for Team MEB. It's an entire website.
Unanswered.
Thank you, Secretary Brebner. We now invite Mrs. Alison Rambaran Andrews to the podium.
And now, having celebrated the creativity and innovation demonstrated through our two major group challenges, we turn our attention to individual excellence. Most Outstanding Male Award. This award recognizes a young man who truly embraced the spirit of the TRHA Student Internship Program 2026. He exemplified what it means to be a next-gen provider leading with purpose. Today, our Most Outstanding Male Award goes to
One more time, congratulations. You really stood out. Your efforts at this program really stood out, and I hope you take this with you wherever you go. And know always that you have a family at the TRHA.
Thank you, Mrs. Andrews. We now invite Director Allen to the podium.
So we move on to the Most Outstanding Female Award. This award celebrates a young woman who distinguished herself through excellence, dedication, leadership, and a genuine commitment to learning. Today, we recognize her remarkable contribution and the promise she represents as a future healthcare leader. Ladies and gentlemen, our Most Outstanding Female Award goes to Miss Siobhan Sandy. Thank you, Director Allen. We now invite Mrs. Karen Moore Nicholson. We now present our Young Leader Award. The Young Leader Award recognizes an intern who demonstrated the ability to inspire, influence, and positively impact others through the TRHA Student Internship Program 2026. As a next-gen provider, this young leader has shown the potential to shape the future of healthcare through innovative thinking, collaboration, and a commitment to making a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, our Young Leader Award for 2026 goes to Miss Amelia Blackman.
Thank you, Ms. Nicholson. We ask Ms. Second Ali to the podium.
And our final award for today goes to an intern whose contribution may not have always been in the spotlight, but whose impact was felt throughout the TRHS Student Internship Program 2026. Today, we shine the spotlight on this deserving next-gen provider and celebrate the impact of their contribution. Our 2026 Unsung Hero Award goes to Mr. Trha Guevara.
Thank you, Ms. Angel. So we just want to say
congratulations to all of our award recipients and to every TRHS student intern of 2026. You are truly our next-gen providers.
Let us give Suan and Janelle, our committee members, a round of applause. We now invite the Vice Chairman of the Internship Committee for 2026, Mrs. Giselle Gittins-Quashie, to give our vote of thanks.
Relationships. Offered encouragement along the way. You contributed to the experience of these young people. To our incredible facilitators, thank you for sharing your knowledge, expertise and experiences, you did more than just teach lessons. You helped our interns understand what it means to become professionals who serve with competence and purpose. A very special thank you goes out to Ms. Alison Rambaran Andrews and the Student Internship Committee. Behind every successful program is a team that works quietly, consistently, and often behind the scenes. From planning and coordination to problem solving and execution, your dedication has helped bring this program to life. We appreciate every meeting, phone call, email, adjustment, and late effort, like last night, that made this experience possible. We must also recognize the people who ensure that our interns were comfortable and cared for throughout the program. To Mr. Matthew Alfonso and the kitchen team, thank you for keeping our interns nourished and energized. To the education department, thank you for your coordination, guidance, stationery, and everything else that went into making this a meaningful learning experience. To our housekeepers, thank you for the important work you do in maintaining a clean, welcoming, and comfortable space. Your contribution may happen behind the scenes, but it certainly does not go unnoticed. We also want to acknowledge our returning interns from previous years. Miss Sydney Decoto, Jaciel Toppin, who you all will see shortly, Chad Marcel, who did the anthem on Pan, and I saw Theon Graham, who is also one of our former interns. Thank you all for coming back and sharing your experiences, insights, and encouragement with this year's cohort. Your presence demonstrates that an internship can become more than a temporary experience. It can become part of a continuing relationship with the TRHA and with the wider healthcare community. To the entire band, who's going to come on just now, Chad Marcel, Azzy Sylvester, Shannon Devines, Jaciel Toppin, Xavion Lovelace, Solomon Joseph, thank you for bringing your talent, energy, and musical excellence to this occasion. You will most certainly help create an atmosphere worthy of celebrating our interns and their accomplishments. To Mr. Alpha Villaruel, who ensured that our treasured memories were captured by taking wonderful photographs at each session. And of course, to Mr. Ralph Crouch. Thank you for your willingness and support every Friday. To our 2026 interns, today is really about you. You came into this program as students, but you leave with something much more valuable than hours of experience. You leave with a greater understanding of professionalism, teamwork, responsibility, and service. You have seen firsthand that healthcare is not only about doctors and nurses and clinical procedures. It is about every person who contributes to the patient experience and to the effective functioning of the health system. As you move forward, remember the words of your theme: lead with purpose and innovation. Lead with purpose when you know that your work can make a difference in someone's life. Lead with humility, because no matter how successful you become, there will always be something to learn and someone from whom you can learn it. As we close this chapter, may we remember that the next generation of service providers is not some distant group waiting to arrive. They're already here. They are sitting among us. They are learning. They are asking questions. They are challenging ideas. And most importantly, they are beginning to understand that service is not merely a job. It is a responsibility and an opportunity to make a difference. On behalf of the TRHA Student Internship Program 2026, I extend a heartfelt appreciation to everyone who contributed to its success. To everyone who taught, guided, fed, supported, encouraged, supervised, entertained, and believed in our interns, thank you. And to our interns, we say, go forward, lead with purpose, innovate with courage, serve with compassion. If you can be anything, be kind.
En un mundo donde puede ser cualquiera, elige ser amable.
Leave no one behind.
No dejar a nadie atrás.
We are all connected by the fabric of our destiny. What affects one affects all.
Nosotros somos conectados por nuestros destinos entrelazados. Lo que afecta a uno, afecta a todos.
On behalf of everyone at the TRHA, thank you, and we'll see some of you all next year. Thank you and God bless.
Mil gracias a todos y nos vemos el año que viene. Y nosotros somos dedicados a la diversidad y inclusión. We are committed to diversity and inclusion here at the TRHA, and we hope to see a lot more of that soon, starting with Español.
Thank you, Mrs. Gittins. As we bring this ceremony to a close, we now invite our 2025 interns to give this group some entertainment. Shade Marcel and Jaciel Toppin.
Hey, check. Two. Check. Hey.
Alright, so good afternoon, everybody. Well, morning still. We here to entertain you all. Thanks again, Ms. Ram, for the opportunity and inviting us. You know, most of the time, we do give thanks for the things that just happen in life, you know. So we want to give thanks. So we have songs to shell down the place. But we want to start the right way and give God praise, right? So
check, check. check.
And it was a little short notice, and she wanted some songs, and we didn't have the time, and things, so we're doing it this day. You know, like you feel free to stand up and clap.
Can the committee members come to the front, please?